Explain, that is characteristics of synchros. In this we are going to draw the characteristics of synchro transmitter, as well as we are going to study the characteristics of synchro transmitter and receiver. Okay, in this operators, for conducting this experiment we require only two operators. That is, first one is a synchro transmitter and receiver pair, second one is the connecting wires. Okay, this is the synchro transmitter. Okay, from this is the supply. From this part is the synchro transmitter. Okay, we are having the rotor, and for stator winding we are having S1, S2 and S3. Okay, coming to circuit diagram, electrical circuit diagram for synchro transmitter, this is the electrical circuit diagram. Okay, this is the rotor part which is connected to the single phase supply, and we are going to connect the stator. Okay, stator having three terminals. That is, first one is the S1, S2 and S3. These three terminals are represented here. This is S1, S2 and S3. Okay, this is electrical circuit, that is this one. Similarly, coming to synchro receiver. Okay, this is the synchro receiver. Okay, synchro receiver also same as the synchro transmitter, which is having the rotor and three terminals. Okay, these are the three terminals of synchro receiver. Okay, this is the rotor part which is having the angular displacements, and these are the three terminals for finding the phase voltages. Those are S1, S2 and S3. And the combination of this whole thing, synchro transmitter and synchro receiver, is the synchro transmitter and receiver pair, that is represented by like this. Okay, this is the synchro transmitter and this is the synchro receiver. Here S1 of transmitter is going to connected to the S1 of the receiver. Similarly, S2 of the synchro transmitter is connected to S2 of the synchro receiver. Similarly, S3 of transmitter and receiver are both are connected. Okay, this is the electrical circuit and this is the representation of synchro transmitter and receiver, and we are require connecting wires. Okay, these are the two operators we are going to conduct this experiment. The main objective of this synchro transmitter and receiver pair is for converting the angular position into electrical signal. That is, by using synchro transmitter we are going to identify the three-phase supply, and by using synchro receiver, okay, we are going to identify same input is going to convert it into electrical signal or not. Okay, coming to three-phase supply, we are having three phases. We are having three phases which are displaced by 120 degrees. Okay, like this. Okay, this is the three-phase supply. Okay, in this we are having three phases which are displaced by 120 degrees. Okay, consider this is the first phase VA, this is second phase VB, and this is the third phase VC. Each phase going to displace by 120 degrees. That is nothing but first phase is started at 0 degrees, second phase is 120 degrees, and third phase is going to start at 240 degrees. Okay, this input voltage we are going to verify by using the synchro transmitter. Okay, this is the tabular column for finding the three-phase input supply. Okay, these are the different angles from 0 degrees to 330 degrees. Otherwise, we can consider up to 360 degrees, and these are line voltages. Here, S3 and S1 means we have to find out the line voltage between the phases S1 as well as S3. Similarly, this one is the S1 and S2. That is, in between phases S1 and S2. This is S2 and S3, in between phase 2 and phase 3. Now we are going to calculate these values by connecting the connecting wires. Here S3 and S1 means we have to connect the connecting wires to S3 and S1. That is, from supply to S3, similarly from supply to S1. and by rotating this one, here we are having the angles. Okay, by rotating these things we are going to get the output voltage here, that we have to note down in this tabular column. Similarly, by connecting in between S1 and S2 also we have to rotate the angles. Similarly, we have to note down the values. Similarly, for in between S2 and S3, that is about the synchrotron. First one is VS3 and S1, that is we are going to connect from one terminal to S3, that is from positive to S3. Similarly, from negative to S1. This is S1 and this is S3. Now by switching on the supply, okay, this is the supply. By switching on this supply, we are going to calculate the voltage between S3 and S1 by rotating this angular angles. That is at 0 degrees we are having 1.2. Similarly at 30 degrees we are having 8.3. Okay, similarly for 60 degrees we are having 13.7. Up to 360 degrees we have to find out the voltage between S3 and S1. Okay, that is for VS3 and S1. Similarly, for finding the voltage between S1, S2 and S3, we have to connect these values in between S1 and S2. That is, first one is going to connect it to S2 and second one is going to connect it to the S1. Again we have to switch on. Again we have to rotate the angles for each and every angle, that is 30, 60, 90, 120. For each and every angle we have to note down these values. This is for 30 degrees and this is for 60 degrees. Similarly, this is for 90 degrees. Okay, like that we have to note down the phase line voltage values, that is in between S1 and S2. Similarly, for finding the voltage between S2 and S3, we have to make the connections in between S2 and S3. That is, this is S2 and this is S3. Again we have to change the values, that is angles, and we are going to note down the voltages for each and every angle. Okay, after note down the voltages by using these values, by using these three values, we have to draw the waveform. Okay, we will get the waveform like this. That is three phase voltage we will get. Okay, this is the waveform. Okay, these are the values for each and every line voltages for different angles. Okay, by using these values we have to draw the waveform. Okay, waveform will get like this. Okay, by using those values we are going to draw the voltage. Okay, this is exactly three phase input supply. This is going to obtain by using the synchro transmitter. Okay, by using this kit we are going to supply the angular position to electrical signal. Okay, this is the synchro transmitter, this is the synchro receiver. Coming to connections, we have to make the connections from S1 to S1, S2 to S2, S3 to S3. Okay, this is the synchro transmitter and receiver pair. This is transmitter which is having S1 to S3. This is the receiver. Just we are going to connect S1 of transmitter to S1 of receiver. Similarly, S2 of transmitter to S2 of receiver. Similarly, S3 of transmitter to S3 of receiver. Okay, these are the simple connections, and this is the tabular column. Okay, this is tabular column. Transmitter angular position, we have to measure the transmitter angular position. Similarly, receiver angular position, that is nothing but this is the transmitter angular position and this is the receiver angular position. Okay, by changing the transmitter receiver position we are going to get the receiver angular position. We have to note down those values. Okay, that is, here we are going to set the transmitter receiver position is at 0. Okay, 0. Similarly, we are having 0. Now change the transmitter receiver position to some angle. Okay, we are having changes in receiver automatically. Okay, listen the changes now. Okay, by changing the angular position, same amount of electrical signal is coming in the receiver. Okay, once observe the rotation of these two. Okay, 0 0 and coming to 30. Okay, this is the 30 degrees. Here also we are going to get nearly 30 degrees and change the one more value, that is 60 degrees. Okay, here transmitter 60 angular position. In this we are going to get nearly 65 is the electrical signal. Okay, this is the line indicator. Okay, this is the indicator of transmitter. This is the 60 and nearly we are going to get 65. Similarly, change the angular position to 90. We are having corresponding changes in the receiver. Okay, like that we have to vary the angular positions from 0 to 360 degrees. Okay, for each and every angle of transmitter, we are going to get the same amount of angle in the receiver side, that is electrical side. Okay, those values we are going to list it here. Okay, these are the transmitter values for each and every angle. Corresponding receiver values we are going to here. By using these two values, we have to draw the waveform, that is transmitter angular position. This is the transmitter angular position and this is the receiver angular position, and these are the values. By using these values, we are going to get the linear increment, that is linear changes between transmitter angular position and receiver angular position. Okay, this is the model graph. By using those values, we are going to get graph like this. Okay, this is the graph related to characteristics of synchros. This is about our second experiment.